Ethan never thought betrayal would come from inside his own bloodline. He and his wife, Melissa, had been married for 6 years. Their life wasn't perfect, but it was stable. A small house in the suburbs, weekend barbecues, shared Netflix nights, and plans for kids someday soon. Family meant everything to Ethan, especially his cousin Ryan. They grew up like brothers, same schools, same childhood summers, same secrets. When Ethan married Melissa, Ryan was his best man. In photos from that day, Ryan stood beside him smiling, one hand on Ethan's shoulder, the other holding a glass raised in celebration. That memory would later make Ethan sick. It started with small things. Melissa guarding her phone. Late work meetings. A new perfume she never wore before. Ethan ignored the signs at first. He trusted her, and he trusted Ryan even more. Until one night. He came home early from a business trip after his flight was cancelled. The house was dark except for the bedroom light upstairs. He heard laughter. Not Melissa's usual laugh. Softer, flirtatious. His stomach dropped before his mind could catch up. When he opened the bedroom door, time froze. Melissa and Ryan, tangled in the sheets, panic flooding their faces. The silence that followed was louder than any scream. Ryan jumped up first. "Ethan, get out." Ethan's voice was calm. Too calm. Melissa tried to speak, but he raised a hand. "Don't." Not one word. Ryan grabbed his clothes and rushed past him. As he did, Ethan noticed something that cut deeper than the affair itself. Ryan couldn't even meet his eyes. That night, Ethan didn't cry. He didn't yell. He sat in the living room until sunrise, replaying every family dinner, every laugh, every moment where the two people he trusted most had been lying to his face. But the real explosion came days later. Instead of confronting them privately again, Ethan turned on his camera. He was a small YouTuber, nothing big. A modest channel where he talked about life, business, and relationships. A few thousand subscribers at most. He hit record. At first, he couldn't speak. Then the words poured out. He told the story calmly. No screaming, no insults. Just facts. Names. Dates. The moment he walked into the bedroom. He even showed blurred screenshots of messages Melissa had left open on their shared tablet. Messages between her and Ryan. But what shocked viewers most wasn't the betrayal. It was Ethan's composure. "I'm not making this video for revenge," he said into the camera, eyes tired but steady. "I'm making it because silence protects people who break you." He talked about trust, family, loyalty. Then he ended with a sentence that would go viral. "If the people closest to you can betray you, make sure you never betray yourself by staying quiet." He uploaded the video. By morning, it exploded. Hundreds of thousands of views. Then millions. Comments flooded in, sympathy, anger, support. But with virality came consequences. Ryan's workplace found the video. Melissa's friends saw it. Family members called non-stop, some defending Ethan, others accusing him of airing dirty laundry. Then came the twist Ethan never expected. 3 days after the video went viral, his mother showed up at his door, holding a folder. "There's something you need to know," she said. Inside were old letters, documents, DNA results. Ethan read them twice before understanding. Ryan wasn't actually his cousin. Years before Ethan was born, his father had an affair. Ryan was the result. Ryan wasn't his cousin. He was his half-brother. The room spun. That meant Melissa hadn't just cheated with family. She had cheated with his brother, and she hadn't known either. Rage mixed with something darker, grief. Not just for his marriage, but for a lifetime of lies. Ethan made one final video. This time, his tone was different, quieter, heavier. He revealed the truth about Ryan's identity, about the hidden affair that had shaped all their lives without their knowledge. "I thought the betrayal started with them," he said. "But it started a generation before us." He didn't shame them this time. He didn't attack. Instead, he ended with acceptance. "I won't carry hatred for something built on secrets I didn't create. But I also won't rebuild relationships that were destroyed by choice." The video didn't go viral like the first. But the comments were deeper. People spoke about generational trauma, hidden family truths, the cost of silence. Months later, Ethan's channel had grown massively, not from scandal, but from the way he transformed pain into reflection. He spoke about healing, boundaries, and self-respect. As for Melissa and Ryan, they disappeared from his life completely. One evening, while recording a podcast episode, Ethan looked into the camera and smiled faintly. "Betrayal didn't ruin me," he said. "It revealed who I needed to become." And for the first time since that night, he meant it. Months turned into a year, and the storm that once defined Ethan's life slowly transformed into something quieter. Not peace, but understanding. His channel had grown beyond anything he imagined. What started as a single pain-driven confession had evolved into a platform where people shared their own stories of betrayal, broken trust, and rebuilding from emotional ruin. But despite the success, nights were still the hardest. One evening, after a live stream about forgiveness, Ethan received an email that made his chest tighten. From Ryan. The message was raw. Ryan admitted his guilt, the collapse of his life, the shame he carried. One line hit hardest. "I destroyed the one place I actually belonged." A week later, they met in a quiet park. Ryan looked emotionally worn. "I don't expect forgiveness," he said. "I just needed to face you." "I hated you," Ethan admitted. "I hated myself first," Ryan replied. Silence followed, heavy, but honest. "I never loved Melissa," Ryan added. "It was ego, attention. I ruined everything for nothing." Before leaving, he placed their childhood photo on the bench. "I don't deserve this." Ethan picked it up slowly. "Maybe not, but it's still part of my story." They shook hands, not reconciled, but no longer at war. That night, Ethan recorded another video. Closure isn't restoring what was broken. It's choosing what you carry forward. He placed the photo behind him, not as betrayal, but as proof that even shattered bonds can lead to freedom. Ethan didn't upload the video right away. Instead, he sat in silence, staring at the childhood photo, two boys smiling, untouched by the fractures of adulthood. Days later, he received another message, this time from Melissa. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She didn't defend herself. She simply wrote, "Seeing your video forced me to face who I became. I'm leaving the city. I hope one day the pain I caused becomes something that strengthens you, not destroys you." Ethan never replied. Not out of anger, but closure. Months passed. His content shifted from exposing pain to rebuilding identity after it. One night, during a live Q&A, someone asked, "Do you regret posting that first video?" Ethan paused. "If I didn't, I'd still be silent. And silence was killing me more than betrayal ever did." For the first time, his story no longer felt like revenge, but release.